Today on Eagle Nation News, Annika Henke gives us an inside look at what the class of 2021 had the opportunity to both attend and celebrate this Tuesday.
Julia Bizion will be in studio discussing the $600 million investment in one popular makeup company created by a reality TV star.
And finally, Abigail Smith will highlight senior Olivia Massey's passion towards art and how she turned her passion into a paying career.
Eagle Nation News starts
right now. Good afternoon, Eagle Nation. Today is Thursday, November 21st. I'm Casey Boston.
And I'm Brenna Gibbons.
Last year was the first year Prosper High School allowed juniors to have access to a ring ceremony. However, this year, the rings would not all represent the Eagles. Annika Henke attended the event and has more.
Class rings are a special sentiment for people to look back on throughout the years. Tonight, the juniors will be receiving their class rings, but some will be different than others.
I think it's a really good reminder of all the hard work that we poured into high school, and I can look back on that.
It'll be nice to look back on in the future and to remember the memories that I made when I was in high school.
While the ceremony was held for Prosper High School students, it honored students that will be going to either school in the following year.
It's very exciting because it symbolizes all of high school, and I get to look back on it for years and years to come, and it's very memorable.
This ceremony honored both students and the teachers that influenced their high school careers. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Annika Henke. Prosper.
The high-speed train expected to travel from Dallas to Houston is in the works. Texas Central, the company in charge of this project, has stated the construction is ready to begin. About 250 people are working on the newest version of the Japanese bullet train. On the engineering side, it was stated that there was more than $3 million spent on designs for the train and is expected to run a 240-mile route.
Monday afternoon in North Texas, authorities seized more than 900 pounds of marijuana and around 2,000 THC vaping cartridges during a traffic stop. The driver was arrested and said to have been trying to smuggle these drugs from California to Georgia.
This week, temperatures have been warming up, but it could be leaving us very soon. Grant Johnson is in studio with more.
Thank you, Casey. The current temperature is 72 degrees outside. As we approach the end of the school day, the chances of rain are going to be a high 80% chance around 6 p.m. As we look at our 7-day forecast, as I mentioned, some storms are going to be coming in later tonight and into the morning hours. We'll have chances of rain on Thursday and Friday. And as you can see, this rain is going to come in around 7 o'clock tonight. Now, everything is very splotchy, so not much is guaranteed, but we do know that most of the rain will be here at 5 o'clock. And as I mentioned, these storms are going to bump the temperatures down significantly, with tomorrow morning being at 49 degrees around 8 a.m. This pattern is going to bring the rest of the temperatures down to a low of 80 on Sunday, and then on Monday the temperatures will heat back up to 70 degrees. And this will make for a nice Thanksgiving break, and that's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Grant. When we return, Julia Bizion will be in studio to talk about a popular makeup and skincare brand.
What does that smell? It smells like cotton candy. I'm gonna go find it. Where is that smell coming from?
Do you want a hit?
Are you kidding me? That's what I was smelling?
According to the PHS Student Code of Conduct, vape or any vape accessories are strictly prohibited on campus. Being caught will result in punishment.
Now Julia Bizion is in studio with Your Talent Talk, sponsored by Corbridge Orthodontics.
Back in 2015, Kylie Jenner launched her own brand called Kylie Cosmetics. Her brand quickly gained popularity and fame despite some of the obstacles she faced. After the success of her makeup line, Jenner launched a skincare line called Kylie Skin earlier this year, which also blew up. She was able to grow her Kylie brand to be valued at $1.2 billion. Jenner just announced on Monday that she sold 51% of her company to Coty, the brand who owns CoverGirl and Clairol, for for $600 million. Jenner stated that she is, quote, excited to partner with Coty to continue to reach even more fans of Kylie Cosmetics and Kylie Skin around the world. Even though Coty now owns the majority of the Kylie brand, Jenner will still be very much involved in the creation and development of all the products. Let us know on Twitter if you think Kylie selling the majority of her brand was a smart business move. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Nation News and check out our website, eaglenation.net, to watch previous episodes. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Olivia Massey is a senior at Prosper High School looking to follow her passion after high school.
Abigail Smith shares Olivia's story with insight on how her career has already begun.
Olivia Massey has always loved art, but recently she began taking this passion and turning it into a career.
My grandma is a painter, so I grew up around that, and my uncle is also an art collector, so I grew up seeing all of the art in his house and our house too, because we have a lot of her pieces in my house, so I kind of grew up around it and just kind of started doing it too, because it was fun.
Oftentimes, students find it difficult to turn their hobby into a career. However, Olivia has managed to do just this.
So I sold my first piece of art to an art collector in Houston. They bought it for $1,000. It was a small drawing that I literally did in 15 minutes in one of my classes last year. And that really showed me that you can create a living doing art, and despite what people think, you can actually make a lot of money off of it. I want to attend SCAD, which is the Savannah College of Art and Design. It's in Savannah, Georgia. They have a lot of really good art programs, obviously, and it's one of the top art schools in the country. Whenever I go to college, I want to get a business degree and then also minor in art history or art management, and eventually be an art collector myself. I really like learning about new artists and seeing art and seeing how people make it, so I think that would be fun to own a gallery and try to sell other people's art for them.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Abigail Smith. Prosper.
Now we send it over to Michael Vandershoot with your Game Time Sports Update.
Okay, thank you, Brenna. On Tuesday, our basketball team hosted their first game of the season, and it was a thriller. They were at a 27-20 deficit at halftime against McKinney North, but the boys came back to not only win, but to make an absolute slaughterfest as they came out victorious, winning 61-43. Our defense held McKinney North to a staggering 16 points in the second half, and our offense scored 41 points, which is more than enough to win the game. They're now 1-0 and will play WTY on Saturday at 2:30. Now heading into Thanksgiving break, our Dallas Cowboys have two critical matchups as we look forward to going against the New England Patriots in Foxborough on Sunday at 3:25. The Patriots are currently 9-1, which is a surprise to no one since they've taken advantage of an effortless schedule, and the one time they played a legitimate team, they got blown away. And in comparison, the Cowboys on a 6-4 record, and they're in a must-win situation because the Eagles could potentially take the division lead. Tom Brady says he hated the Cowboys all of his life, going back to his childhood watching the classic 49ers-Cowboys rivalry in the 90s, growing up in San Mateo, California. So he will certainly bring his A game so it should be an excellent game. After that, they host an annual Thanksgiving game, as this time the Buffalo Bills come to town. The Bills are currently 7-3 and will be coming in with Cole Beasley, who is a longtime Dallas Cowboy and native of Little Elm. This is the first time coming back to Dallas to play in AT&T Stadium, although this time he'll be wearing an opposing uniform. Will coming back to his native area overwhelm him, or will the Bills come in and upset the Cowboys? Tune in on Thanksgiving Day at 3:30 to watch this classic matchup go down. That's all I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all the time we have for you today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Brenna Gibbons.
And I'm Casey Boston. Live long and prosper.